This is Daf Yom Yerushalmi Challah, and the article is an additional Daf Yud Ches Vav. Summarized on the bottom, Meisi Rabbi Boon Bar Kana, which is Mamash on top of Daf in the Vilna. So here's Rabbi Boon Bar Kana. Yesterday we said that there's an opinion that Mitzvah Synagogues Bars only started later on after Shevet Shechilku. Rabbi Boon Bar Kana is trying to reject that. He asked a question. They only ate when they entered Israel from the produce of Israel from the day after Pesach, which takes to mean the day after the first day of Yom Tov, meaning for the first day of Chol Hamoed. Lo b'Shishah, so is it not the 16th? Why would they have to wait till the 16th? Why didn't they just eat from the produce of Israel the moment they entered, even on the 15th? And so it must be that they have to wait for the Korban Omer, or at least for the day the Korban Omer would be brought, which ain't the 16th day of Nisan. So they say mitzvahs would know immediately when they entered Eretz Yisrael. Well, Rabbi Yossi asked for Rabbi Yossi that the exact is the opposite, because he didn't say says back in the beginning of when they went to Midbar that they left Mitzrayim Mochas HaPesach, and we know that they left on Tezvav, right? So it's not the 15th. So obviously, Mochas HaPesach means not the day after the first day of Pesach, but the day after the Korban Pesach, which is Erev Yom Tov. So therefore, it must be that they were exempt from Chodesh, because otherwise they could not have eaten from the new produce on the 15th. They have to wait till the 16th. So if they ate the 15th, it must be that they were exempt. Okay, Mishnah said, Yotzu Mikan Lisham. It says in more Yotzu Mikan Visham, it should be Yotzu Mikan Lisham. Lezim Mechayva Kiva Pater. If fruit left Eretz Yisrael Chutzlaretz, the Blazer says when you make a daughter of the Chutzlaretz Shechayv Mechala, Rabbi Kiva Paters, the Kiva exempts you. Here it says Amar Rabbi Elazar. We take out the Amar and should say Rabbi Elazar Minatzrei. Rabbi Elazar learned from his place. Akiva Minatzrei Akiva from his place. She said Machlokas by Peres Chutzlaretz Sula Aretz. Like we learned yesterday, so that the same Machlokas by Peres Aretz Shiyotzu Chutzlaretz. Fruit from Eretz Yisrael calls it Chutzlaretz. Rabbi Elazar Minatzrei. Rabbi Elazar from his place. We learned the halacha. My time, Rabbi Elazar. What's Rabbi Elazar? Lechem Aretz. Bread of the earth, of the ground, of the Eretz Yisrael, b'chol makom shu. No matter what it is, it's still lechem aretz. You can also Akiva learn from his place. My time, Akiva is supposed to Akiva. El aretz asher imevischem shama. Where I bring you there, shama tem chayim, and there you're chayim in chala, and time chayim chutz la'aretz, and chayim chala in chutz la'aretz. Rabban Kisar Shem Chanina said b'machlokas. In that which they conquer from chutz la'aretz, and afterwards also came chayim in chala. Or not, as we shall see. It's promised to be so the place where your footsteps fall will be to you. When it says it goes the same it holds that the beginning of the bus of is a cloud, and then there's a prat. It says so it's a cloud prat, aim a cloud out prat, including the clouds only what's specified in the cloud, including the cloud, so it's specified in the prat. Specific places which are conquered within the boundary of Eretz Yisrael have a din of Eretz Yisrael, for instance, Louis birds. But whenever they conquered outside Eretz Yisrael, it has no din of Eretz Yisrael. Okay, so aim b'chal masha prat Rabbi Yehuda. Esteem Rabbi Yehuda, ask Rabbi Yehuda, im sifrei Eretz Yisrael. If it's coming to tell you that the boundary of Eretz Yisrael, as far as the boundary, is Yechayim and Shuvas and Maisas, why have to write the cloud? Just write the prat. Why have to write at the beginning? If it's an inaccuracy, really, because not. It's only what's part of actual Eretz Yisrael. Again, Besim Rabbi im Sfarei Eretz Yisrael, simply boundary of Eretz Yisrael. Boksim miyam bilvar banana zev anarag lo kopras klaras achitim be'ali hamakrom ava shemesh yaguchem. That's pretty specific. Why have to write the cloud? Just write that prat, and that should suffice. And ain't only Sfarei Eretz Yisrael. So if you don't need it for Sfarei Eretz Yisrael, which are written in great detail, there must be that kol makom shedrak le'avachem. In your Sfarei Chutz La'aretz has to do with the extension of the boundaries, which would be extended Chutz La'aretz. Okay, so it says Mato Masha David Amel Cholim Mechavish Baram Nai Baram Tzova. Well, David Amel conquered Aram Narai Baram Tzova, which we call today Syria, and probably it's also called kibush yachid of Syria, right? You chayv mechal, the chayv should be chayv mechal. Sure, which is chutzlars, but not anymore. So says Gemara, Shani, that's different. Shadani meniach for Eretz Yisrael mechabes sourcing chutzlars. One of the reasons given in the Bible as well for kibush yachid lashe kibush that the conquest of David is not considered conquest of Kedusha Eretz Yisrael because he conquered Syria before he could finish conquering Eretz Yisrael. How did he finish conquering Eretz Yisrael? Then conquered Syria. Syria tak also have Kedushas mitzvahs and fluids parts, but he didn't. First he conquered parts of Eretz Yisrael for chutzlars, therefore never was able to be a proper attack on Kedushas Eretz Yisrael and never received full Kedushas Eretz Yisrael. Now there's been an implication here which is not so explicit in the Gemara. The Gemara infers here, according to Rasilio, the Rav Fulda, and the Pnei Moshe, and the Yerushalmi, that this issue of David also relates to the machlokes we have between the Hebrew Rabbanan and our Mishnah. By far, chutzlars comes to Eretz Yisrael and Sfina. Rabbanan hold that the boat becomes like a conquest. The boat is as if it's being conquering its chelik of chutzlaretz. Whatever came in the boat, even though it came chutzlaretz, the boat now becomes the makom kibush. It becomes an additional part of Eretz Yisrael, and therefore whatever's on the boat is chayiv in Shumas and Maasros. Whereas Rabbi Yehuda holds no, that it can't become part of Eretz Yisrael because it's out of order. In other words, it's the same thing like conquering out of order, where kibush was Syria was not about kibush. So too, when you conquer in this ad hoc way by the boat coming into Eretz Yisrael, the dirt of chutzlars is in it. That's not considered to be conquering and adding on to Eretz Yisrael. When it's conquering Eretz Yisrael, specifically when the boat is resting on the riverbed, because then it becomes as if it's all part of parcel of the ground of Eretz Yisrael. So that's the Gemara says, "Have a boy maybe I say, "Ma'anamar tamon chayav." In our Mishnah, those machlokes of Yehuda and Rabbanan was only mentioned in terms of Maasros and Shvius. It wasn't mentioned in terms of Challah. So when I say that the same machlokes, those who hold your chayav by the Sfina, even if it's not kosheshes, by Maasros and Shvius, well, that's true also for Challah. And vice versa, those you need to have Sfina kosheshes, so that's required for Challah as well. Says your chayav, even Sfina is not kosheshes by Meiser and Shvius holds also here. The Sfina is not kosheshes. It's not resting on the riverbed, still chayav in Challah. Potter says that it's potter unless it's resting in the riverbed. Potter as well. So that's one no. Even according to the opinion there that it's potter, here it's chayav. Why? Just like by Challah when they enter Eretz Yisrael, we have the opinion that the chayav immediately, even though they didn't fully conquer Eretz Yisrael. So here, the moment the boat comes into Eretz Yisrael, even though it's not a complete part of Eretz Yisrael until it's kosheshes, it's sufficient that it has that affinity to Eretz Yisrael by virtue being the territorial waters of Eretz Yisrael. So therefore, it's chayav, even if it doesn't yet become, so to speak, part and parcel of the ground by settling on the ground yet. It's really fascinating and truly Yerushalmi, the link between the two sukkahs. In other words, to say that it's, the status of a spina she'ena kosheshes, according to Yehuda, is like the status of a Eretz Yisrael. Usually the 14 years of Kiddush v'chiluk. That clearly for other mitzvahs of Lois Baritz is not a chayav till it's kosheshes, but for Challah, which they became chayav in that transition period, it's chayav in Challah also when it's, so to speak, in the transition place of the boat, which is not yet kosheshes on the ground. Fascinating. Okay, that will bring us to the end for today.